What if I told you that you could create a professional client handout complete with exercises, community resources, and product recommendations in under 5 minutes? No Word docs, no copying and pasting from Google. I am going to show you exactly how, step by step, right now. Hi, I'm Dr. Brandy Archie, occupational therapist and founder of OT Connected by AskSAMIE, the place where occupational therapy entrepreneurs come to grow smarter, build stronger practices, and actually get paid what you deserve. So today I'm doing a full walkthrough of one of my very favorite features inside of OT Connected, the Handout Builder. If you've been spending a bunch of time making handouts the old way, this is about to free up some serious time for you. Before I show you, let's talk about where most of us are starting from, because I think it's important to name this so you can see why what I'm about to show you is such a big deal. Right now, most of us are making client handouts in one of 3 ways. Number 1, you're typing something up in Word. You're formatting it yourself, maybe pulling in some images from a Google search and then printing it out. It works, but it doesn't look quite as professional. It takes way too long to do, and every handout you make looks kind of different than the last one. Option 2, you're finding some printables online, maybe on Pinterest or Teachers Pay Teachers, random PDFs you found somewhere from another hospital. The problem is they're often generic, they don't reflect your clinical reasoning, and they don't match your practice. And half the time, the information isn't even what you'd recommend. Option 3, you're printing pages from Amazon. I know your clients want things in print and not a link, but are they actually gonna put that full link in and type it in? Here's the thing, all 3 of those options have the same problem. They don't represent the quality of care you're actually providing. There's a disconnect between your clinical skill and the materials your client takes home. And I know this firsthand. I remember doing a home assessment and needing to send my client product recs after. And you know what I ended up doing? Printing pages from Amazon. And without realizing, it was quickly 20 pages because the client didn't use text or email, so I couldn't just send links. I was not in love with those printouts. It felt complex. It didn't have the simplicity of my written home assessment. They didn't have the clarity that I like to give. They were cluttered and confusing, but it was the best I could do. That moment stuck with me because I knew there had to be a better way to share the to-dos with clients. Something clear, concise, on brand. And that's exactly what we built inside of OT Connected. So let me show you what better looks like. Okay, I'm inside OT Connected and I'm going to walk you through the AI-powered route first because this is where the magic is. So step 1, you're going to start a new handout. So I'm going to click to start a new handout, and the first thing you'll see is the option to generate it with AI or build it manually. Let's choose AI. Step 2 is enter the client scenario. Now it's asking me to describe what I need. So let's say I just did a home assessment for an older adult who had some recent falls. They need some bathroom safety recommendations, some balance exercises they can do at home, and a few product recommendations, maybe a grab bar and a shower chair. So I'm going to type that in and watch what happens. Look at that. It pulled in relevant content, organized it clearly, gave me a starting point that would have taken me 30 minutes to type up by myself. Now, and this is the important part, this is just a starting point. You can edit every single piece of this because you're the clinician. The AI is giving you the framework, you make it yours. Step 3, add the exercises. Now let me show you the exercise library. I want to add some specific home exercise recommendations for this client. I can search by category and each exercise comes with clear instructions on how to perform it. So when your client takes this home, they're not guessing. They know exactly what to do, how to do it, and what it should look like. I'm gonna add these 2 right here, and just like that, they're part of the handout. Okay, next is the product recommendations. This is one of my very favorite parts. Instead of printing out Amazon pages or writing down product names and hoping your client can go find it, you can add OT-approved products directly to the handout. These are products that have been vetted. Your client sees the product, the description, and how it connects to what you recommend. Everything, one place. Okay, step 5, if you like, you get to apply branding. And now that part just pulls it all together. I'm gonna apply my logo and my brand colors. And now look at this. The handout looks like it came from an established professional practice, not from a random Word document that you threw together between clients. Lastly, we can preview the final product, and that's it. It's complete. It's branded a professional client handout with all the things I want to recommend. And it took me less than 5 minutes from 0. So think about what that means for your workflow. What does that mean for how your clients perceive you and how much time you have left, even though you've done great clinical work? Now, I know some of you are going to want more control, and that's cool because I do too. And maybe you have a very specific client scenario, and maybe you know exactly what you want on the handout. You don't need AI to generate it. That's great. The manual route lets you build everything from scratch. You add exactly what you want to, whether it's products, resources, services, or exercises. You get to use the same tools, same professional output. You're just driving the whole thing yourself instead of starting from an AI-generated draft. Both options give you the same final product. It just depends on how you like to work. Okay, I want to take a step back from the tool for a second because I don't want you to miss the bigger picture here. This isn't just about handouts. When a client leaves your session and goes home, the handout you gave them is the only piece of you that they take with them. That piece of paper or the link that you might send them. It's your clinical recommendations in their hands. It's how they remember what you said. It's how they show their spouse, their kids, their caregiver. It's what sits on their kitchen counter for the next 3 weeks. And if it's confusing, unclear, or not direct, the chances of them following through just went down a ton. And maybe more importantly, if you do realize that an Amazon printout just won't cut it and you spend an hour crafting something clear and concise in a Google Doc, then you just spent an hour, likely of unpaid time, doing that. Every hour you spend saying yes to something is another hour you're saying no to something else you'd probably rather be doing. So here's what I want you to do. Go to otconnected.com, create your free account, open the Handout tab, and make your first handout today. Not tomorrow, not when you feel ready, but do it today because the best way to see what this can do for your practice is to try it with a real client scenario. And if you missed last week's video where I walked through the entire OT Connected platform, all its features, pricing, I'm going to link it right here so you can catch up. And subscribe if you haven't already. I make a new video every week covering topics around OTpreneurship. I'll see you in the next one.